touch upon. I know that we have to talk about the Diddy.
Right here.
Oh, yeah.
We have to. I didn't mention
about
that.
that.
Yeah?
Oh, I got my topics on
Diddy?
that. I got my
Let's turn
points
this
on
way so
Diddy.
catch you guys.
Oh, there.
Well, let's try not to drag it out.
No.
No, I got my 1 point.
I have mine. I don't need it on me.
really?
So yeah,
Oh,
if you want,
okay.
you can put it on yourself if you want.
No.
All right.
Was biting me?
Yes, and I killed it.
So
You can hear them?
I did for water yesterday.
Yeah, it's my favorite part.
Okay,
Dust
so
and everything.
let's do Diddy as the last song before round. What do you want to start with that first? Since it's fresh in everybody's mind.
Yep.
Hot topic. We'll start with that. It's the hot topic, and then we'll go to whatever it is.
All set? Okay, welcome to another episode of We All We Got, the podcast. Here, hosted by my best friend here, DJ H2O.
Oh, I feel so loved.
I'm your one and only Crispy Brown.
The real CB.
We got special guests up in the building.
Our very first guest on our podcast. And yes, dear ladies, we don't discriminate.
So I'm going to introduce you to them all. This is Special K. Round of applause for Special K joining us for the first time. We got Prep Eagle to my left, also joining us for the first time. And to our right, we got Jazzy joining us for the first time. So we're humbled.
For all you young folks out there.
We're humbled. We're grateful to have you three beautiful, intelligent women on our show. We look forward to having your opinions voiced. And again, don't be shy. Speak what's on the top of your brain. Don't hold back. And we're here to discuss culture,
Yeah, we got
society.
editing for the stuff you don't watch. So.
There we go.
Just let it go, and then we can deal with it later.
Right.
Anything that's on your mind, speak up. Don't hold back. Okay? All sounds good?
Yes.
All right. First topic. What do we got? We're going to start off with,
Well,
of course, it's on everybody's mind.
the hot case that everyone has been following.
The
Mr.
Diddler,
Bad Boy himself,
P. Diddy.
Mr. Puff Daddy, P. Diddy, Sean Combs, whatever he goes
Wherever
by.
he goes,
Daddy
whatever.
love this, love that, oil me up. whatever he wants to be called. So, I guess, ladies, what's your opinion on, I'll say the verdict? Or
So,
the 2 out of 5 he was convicted on?
So let's take a look. So for those that don't know, that haven't been following it, Diddy was convicted on 2 of the less serious charges that he was charged with, which was prostitution, and I forgot the other one, but he's not going to jail for life, pretty much. So that was what was...
Still get jail time.
He's still going to get jail
But,
time. But the general consensus was that he was expected to go to
yeah.
jail forever for the rest of his life. That's not going to happen. For all those people that were voting against Diddy and for him to be banished into oblivion, unfortunately that's not going to happen. He might get a few years here and there, but he was
I heard
convicted
he could
of
still
the
get like 20.
But here's
With
my
these convictions.
yeah.
Yeah.
But
He
here's
played-
my question though. If Diddy was white,
Mm.
would he be serving the same jail time? Because Diddy's a freak. There's a lot of other freaks out there. And how were you even trying to charge him with racketeering when he was the only
Only one.
person that was charged?
So
Right? So is he guilty of being a freak? Absolutely. Is he guilty of some of the other stuff? Who knows?
So
But if he was white, he would have been out of jail already. But because he's a black man who was powerful,
Or it wouldn't have been in the news as heavy because
Correct.
Weinstein wasn't in the news
I was
as
just
heavy.
about to say
Correct.
that. That's right.
Right?
That's right.
Even though I think he was convicted,
he
it's
was
not
convicted.
like, I don't even know about how long he's gone for. I know nothing about the case except that, yeah, he had some charge, had a bunch of charges, and then he was convicted, and that's it. You don't hear anything about that case.
Correct.
I mean, you could even go deep, and I hate to play the devil's advocate, but I think his financial status also plays a role in that. Because I can...
Who, Weinstein? Or
No,
Diddy?
Diddy's, because I can also say as a rebuttal,
Well, yeah,
that
we know.
if he was poor, if he didn't have the financial resources, would he even,
Get less than.
would he get less time? You know what I mean? Would he have, because they're thinking of him getting only 2 to 5 years. You understand? If somebody didn't have money, like if somebody was just a regular Joe off the street, they're looking at pretty much life in jail. Like
Correct.
he had the resources to afford these lawyers to get this limited time if he's going to go to jail.
But here's the other thing too, right? So if Diddy wasn't Diddy, I'm not saying he's completely innocent
No,
because
he's not.
he did some bad things
Oh, yeah.
along the way. And, I got to hold him up for Pac. But anyways, that wasn't part of the trial.
No.
But if he was a white man,
Mhm.
he would not be facing these lengthy jail times. And we need to be real,
Mhm.
and we need to say, because of the color of his skin, because of the amount of money he has, I just think he pissed somebody off along
He
the
did.
way,
Mhm.
They said
and this
that.
is the result of it, right?
Mhm.
It was the whole the liquor
The
thing,
liquor
with the
license.
whole liquor case with him feeling like they weren't, was it putting his stuff out there, putting it out, or selling it as well as the other ones.
Yeah, I think from again,
They didn't like that.
don't quote me on this, but I think he wanted to create his own avenue and wanted to be separate from that other organization that he was teamed up with, right?
Correct.
So he wanted to create his own alcoholic beverage on his own name, on his own terms. And I think when he wanted to do that, when he started to do that, these guys said, you know what, no, you're going to stick with us.
But see, there's a trend that I'm noticing. Any black man who levels up to
Yep.
a spot that white America doesn't think
Right.
that they should be,
Mhm.
they come tumbling down. So let's talk about Bill Cosby. Let's even go into Shannon Sharp right now, right? And then you've got Diddy. Every time a black man reaches a certain status,
Mhm.
he needs to walk on eggshells, or somebody's gonna bring him down.
I think it's when they try to pass the white man. Kind of basically what you're saying, right? Like, they're cool with you being here, but the moment you're like, and they know it, that, wait, he has the people with him, whoever it is. Now, if they try and go above us, they'll do it. And they don't want this. This is what they don't want. That's why when you get here, they're like, oh, all of a sudden,
So is it the
something-
same mentality as house nigger, field nigger, and you can't go past those
yeah.
those stereotypes?
I think so, because they'll let you into the house as long as you're following what they're
The
doing.
rules.
And you're not trying to go past them.
But
or
that
be
means that
above
you're
them.
being controlled at any point given.
Well, yeah, but that's
In life, you're controlled.
But I
You're
feel
controlled
that's-
at work. You're controlled everywhere.
what I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
We're controlled.
That's right.
But let's not be naive to the fact that it's also, you can blame, I guess, the white man, quote unquote, but it's also our own people that put us down to that level.
Absolutely.
Case in
Yeah.
point. Do you remember the interview with Shannon Sharp and Cat Williams?
Yes.
Cat Williams, which was a black man, he's a black comedian, he foretold that, listen, 2025 or 2024 are going to be the years that you're going to have a lot of secrets come out. A lot of these people are going to be exposed to the light. And he wasn't just focused on white celebrities. As a matter of fact, he was predominantly focused on black celebrities.
Mhm.
P. Diddy being one of them.
Right.
So we can make the case that, the white people don't want us progressing or want us elevating, but it's also, we have to hold
Yeah.
our own feet to the fire.
But that
That
also
we
But
as-
then,
that
can
all
I
does
ask you?
stem from
Can I
them
ask you a
trying-
question
Of
though?
course, yeah.
Do you think that was a prediction, like somebody
No.
was speaking through him, that this is what was going to transpire? So then I'm going to ask you another question. Do you think? So we're talking about America. So is it the same thing in Canada, where as a black person, male or female, there's a ceiling, and once you get above that ceiling,
Yeah.
then there's reprivation, or you're going to be penalized, like the counselor in Vaughan, who was about to become mayor, but something came out about him, so he couldn't run in the election.
That's what it is.
No, that's a good point. That's a good point.
Okay.
No,
Listen, you raise, you want to speak on it?
Go ahead.
You raise,
I'll go ahead.
you raise a very good point, right? But I also think that there's also, and you could disagree, but there's also a stigma where we as black folks think that, listen, and this has to change, by the way.
Absolutely.
We can only reach this level because we know there's nothing else for us above that, right? Because we've been put down for so long by so many other ethnic groups, we think that, okay, you know what? I reached this plateau, I don't think we're going to go much higher. And I don't think that should be the case.
But I want to challenge you.
Yeah, go ahead.
We are our own worst enemies
Facts.
because the East Asian community, they support each other.
Absolutely.
The Filipinos and the Chinese,
Every other
every
Absolutely
other
supports each other.
ethnicity support each other.
Absolutely.
When a black person goes up, there's a black person trying to pull
Pull
them
them down.
down
Mhm.
because they don't think, if it's not me
Me.
getting to the top,
Mhm.
I'm going to pull
I gotta
somebody
be
else
I
down.
gotta be top down.
I gotta be top dog. When can we all support each other as black males and females in this society and build each other up?
But you know where that stems from, though, right?
Don't tell me it's from slavery, because
Absolutely.
that's been gone for so many years.
Doesn't matter.
It's our own mentality.
Doesn't
No,
matter.
but it's in you.
ingrained in us.
It's
in
Let me tell
you.
you something, right?
It's been
100% in you.
the main slave, like how slavery was then, is gone. But
Mhm.
it's the mentality. That's why we feel like when we get to a level, it's not that
Mhm.
we can't go higher. It's that, someone's gonna stop us. Someone's gonna come for us. So let me just get to about here and stay cool here, which you shouldn't have to do.
Right,
You
but
should
I'm
keep
not.
going up.
So I'll give you an example.
And that's where we all gotta come together.
You're
I'll
one
give
of
you
the
an
few.
example. I was the first black female to be a route supervisor. I went through criticism. I went through bullying. But in my mind, I was like, I'm going to do this because there's going to be another black girl or another brown girl coming behind me who's going to see me and make this possible. Then I moved to another division where I'm still the voice of people who can't be that voice. But we have to determine in ourselves that we're going to break that ceiling.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
How many black doctors do we know of? How many black people are in the Guinness World Book of Records because they're the first? It's the mentality that we instill in our children and within ourselves.
So, in that aspect, I think that you have to wait for generations to change that narrative, right? Like,
And we need to be the first.
You gotta start somewhere.
100%, right?
Yeah.
But you can't expect it to be right away.
Right away.
No,
right?
but that,
And then, go ahead.
but that's the thing.
Yeah.
A lot, especially now with society, everything wants. Someone wants to do something and want results right then and
That's
there,
right. Well,
and it's not gonna happen.
Right.
Like,
We're in that
whatever-
microwave generation.
Whatever we want to happen for us isn't gonna happen in our generation.